Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Solo Game Day here at Heavy Cardboard. Teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx, all that fun stuff. I am your host, having a really bad hair day, hence the hat. Edward Euler, happy to be joined by y'all today in the Peanut Gallery. Let's make it an active peanut gallery today. This should be good. Today we are busting out Fish Farewell Forever. There's no box behind me, because it's a tiny box. It's down here on the table. But yeah, Fish Farewell Forever. The designed by Pawn and published by Bouken. I'm not sure. It's a Japanese publisher. And I had told James that if he finds a link to be able to order this game, to do so, because trying to get it shipped here in the States is next to impossible. So yeah, so if James is able to, he's going to hook you all up. But anyway, 15-minute little solo game. We'll see what works. We may run it back twice, because I guarantee we're going to fail the first time. I feel pretty confident in that. So if y'all do like the show, subscribe, give it a thumb down below, support the show there, right here, patreon.com/HCHQ. There you go. Let's get that number up. All right. Yeah, this is the type of game that Heavy Cardboard was born to highlight. Honestly, this is, yes, the heavier side of the hobby, yes, but also the really esoteric and the really obscure. And I think this falls into that. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think about it. I've run this once and really hated the way I taught it. I made it way more involved than it really actually is. So we're going to do a much more truncated teaching of this, and we're going to get started. So if y'all are ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. I'm not even going to bother bringing down the chat and the camera. Why? Because it's that simple. All right? All right. Anyway, here we go. So, Fish Farewell Forever. There's the box. Okay? And the only reason it is this big is to hold this and to hold that. That's a play mat, and this is just that actually is a component of the game, and a deck of 30 cards, okay? These 30 cards, there are 4 different types. There are virtue cards. They have a number here. This is going to give us virtue points, and then there is going to be a number up here in the top left, and this is going to be the liberation cost. The goal of the game is to get all 30 cards from our draw deck and our play area here, liberated to the beyond. If we do that, we win. It's that simple, in theory. This is called the Far Shore, and going from liberating to, let me get the right word, it is annulling. Going from here to there is liberating. From here to there is annulling. So, as I mentioned, there are 4 different types of cards. There's virtue cards. There are understanding cards. Also, all these cards will have some number printed, which is going to be the liberation cost up here in the top left-hand corner. And they may have some special rules associated down here at the bottom. We'll mess with those later. There are desire cards. These are bad. These are deck fill or clutter. Right? Trash cards, basically. These have to do with the worldly desires that we are trying to get rid of. And again, trying to get rid of them up there with that cost. And then there are action cards. So, like Karma, they, again, let you do something. So, how do you play this game? It's very, very simple. And then I will kind of double back and go over the theme. We're going to draw 5 cards from the deck. There we go. All the liberation points here, we're able to then spend to liberate 1 card on a given turn. in addition to the one liberation that we are allowed to do, if we have the ability, so you'll notice 2, 2, 3, 2, 0, we could liberate this card like so if we want. And in addition, we can do any of the special rules that are down here at the bottom, which may give us more liberation spots, because normally you're allowed to liberate one card per turn. Once you're done with spending whatever virtue points to liberate cards, or a card potentially, doing any kind of special rules that are available, we then take all the cards, we then discard them, and then we draw 5 more cards. Rinse and repeat until either we have liberated all 30 cards or we lose. Now, there is one other thing. If you ever, and we will, run out of cards to draw in the draw deck, well, simple enough. All you have to do is shuffle up all the discards and make a new draw deck. However, there's one extra rule. You must take 2 cards from the beyond and annul them to the far shore. The far shore. If you do not have 2 cards in which to be able to move from here to there, you lose. There you go. That's how you play Fish Farewell Forever. So while I am shuffling up the 30 cards, here you go. This is a single-player card game designed to free the masses of their suffering from earthly desires. Reducing your deck full of desires and other human experiences until it is gone will allow you to achieve nothingness and win the game. By letting go of everything, you can find true freedom and peace. Now, in addition, as if trying to get rid of the 30 cards is not hard enough, the game helps you by, on the other side here, it says the draw pile board. Annul, meaning 6 cards from here to there, 6 cards upon winning to liberate. So after you've had all the cards in there, you then do that. And then there's also the rule book. So the rule book, annul 4 cards, and then Nirvana, annul 2 cards. So we would then get everything back in there, everything's over there, boom, and put it back in the box. So that's pretty cool how it kind of teaches you. Or in a perfect world, the elevated win is how you put the game back. There you go. All right. So James says, okay, found a copy that ships outside Japan. Surugaya has a used copy. There should be a pop-up at the bottom about shipping abroad. There you go. Well done, James. Well done. He says, you need a forwarding service or a Spiel Mule. They usually have a booth and drop an unannounced release. That is true. All right, there you go. So if Spiel happens this year, I'll be vaccinated come next week. Then I may pick up a bunch of these copies to bring back for folks. Bring back a suitcase full of Fish Farewell Forever. If y'all like it, let me know, okay? There's 4 thumbs. Fix that, y'all. Seriously. All right, here we go. So, 1, 2. You know what? Y'all want to cut? Thin or thick are we going to cut? Because this is going to matter. Thin or thick? Let me know. Gives me a chance to drink some tea. This one is Orange Pico. So, hey, Giovanni. You know what? After today's playthrough, I'd be willing to ship this out to somebody to borrow it, and then we could just have a traveling copy. I'd be cool with that if y'all want to give it a try. I'm totally down for that. Very funny, Ultimate Ace. I appreciate that. Thick it is. All right. So we are going way thick. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Game on. By the way, I'm willing to play this up to twice today. And I'm not going to bother with the Glory to Realms. I don't think I'm going to actually do any. But who's going to win? Us or the game? Here we go. Oh, good cut so far. There's 4 virtue points. Now, the virtues range from 1 to 3. That's pretty good. I'm happy with this. All right. So, you know, I also have it kind of zoomed in a little bit there. And you know what? I can actually, let's zoom it in a little bit tighter so y'all can actually read these on your own. There we go. Okay. But I'll go ahead and go over what they are. So obviously we have 4 virtue points. Now notice that costs 6 to not annul. Golly. Liberate. That's the word. All right. Absolution says, it's an understanding card, but liberating this card increases virtue points by 3. Nice. There's 2 of those. Remember, you are allowed 1 liberation per turn unless there's something like this. Enlightenment says, when you liberate this card, you may liberate a card in your hand with a cost of 5 or lower. This effect does not cost virtue points or liberation slots, so this would allow us to liberate 2. Okay, all right? Ye of little faith. Okay, I did say I was going to lose the first one, but all right. So we have 4 virtue points if we want to, and we could liberate any of these cards, but I'll be honest, I don't know if I want to. How gross is that? Oh boy. We could liberate the 1 because it's a 0 cost, right? Man, that is rough for a start. Now, the highest value is Lust, which is 8, and then Greed costs 5, and the 3 costs 6. So those are the high value cards. So I obviously don't want to get rid of the 3 quite yet, and I don't want to quote unquote waste these yet. I don't want to waste that, so I don't have to liberate any of them, but I think I will go ahead and liberate that for a cost of 0. We're not going to do any of the other stuff. You know what? Let's move this over to there. There we go. Hey, Bill. Thank you. Cheers, Bill. Thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Thank you. All right. 5 more cards. We have Fate, Acceptance, 3. Oh, we have Hunger. All right. Well, Hunger is not long for this world, I have a feeling. Okay. Throw away your desires of liberating cards. All right. So Fate says special card. Choose 1 action or understanding card from your hand or the used area, meaning if we've played any of them already, and use that card's ability. Liberate a card with a cost of 4 or lower. This effect does not cause... Unfortunately, these aren't matching up really well. But we have these, so I'm going to go ahead and use that to go ahead and liberate Hunger. To provide your body a source to have a self of tomorrow. Hunger, liberated, done. So unfortunately, I don't want to get rid of any of the other cards. And I cannot, because we're only, I could. No, we're not. We're not going to get rid of another one of the ones. So, all right, 5 more cards. Fate, Enlightenment, more Hunger. I forgot there was a second Hunger, but that's okay. And then Karma. All right. So choose an action, double it up. So that's good, even if it's already been spent. When you liberate this card, you can liberate 5 or less cost. And Karma, draw 3 cards. Don't mind if we do. So we're just going to go ahead. You know what? I'm not going to do it that way. I have room. So there, draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, Greed. All right. So we have 4 virtue points, as y'all can see. Greed is 5. So Karma has been spent. I don't want to get rid of Karma yet. I don't want to liberate Karma. However, I do think we go ahead and liberate Enlightenment. So we're going to spend these 2 to liberate Enlightenment. Enlightenment says when you liberate this card, you may liberate a card in your hand, meaning can't be these. It must be something that hasn't been used this turn. With a cost of 5 or lower, this effect does not cost virtue points or liberation slots. So that liberates this, and when that liberates, greed gets liberated. Greed says to give value that transcends space and time, to provide wealth for the self. Greed. We no longer have a need. Awesome. Done. Discard. That was really good. 5 more. Now, if you're keeping track, there should be, I said there's 30 cards. 5, 5, 5, and 3, 18, 23. There should be like 7 cards left, I think. There's another greed. We have realization. We have some more hunger. And a 2. So, if you take a look, realization says liberating this card creates 3 liberation slots. So if we liberate this first, then we can liberate 3 more on the same turn. That's tasty. However, given the way these have come out, that alas, that is not going to happen. And note, how do you get rid of a 2? You need 3, so keep that in mind. But we'll go ahead and liberate hunger. Now, in a perfect world, I'd like to get rid of greed, but we cannot. So we will just liberate hunger. Now, remember, when this draw deck runs out, there's only 2 left because 30, right? And we drew 3 extras. There must be at least 2 cards. You are allowed to freely look through these, but these are the cards that we have liberated so far. So hunger, greed, enlightenment, more hunger, and that. So actually, I want to kind of keep them in order so we can tell the story of how we whooped on this game, this turn. All right, 6-pointer. So once the high value stuff is out of there, we are going to have to get rid of that. All right, well, there's 5, and there's lust, which is an 8-pointer. Realization allows 3 liberation spots, but and that's only 6. Damn it. Oh. And you are allowed to look through, this. You just have to shuffle it afterwards. And you are allowed to look through this. So I want 2 1 cards left. So there are 2, 3, 4. So I'm actually okay with go ahead and liberating that for 0 cost because we can't get to the rest of it. All right. So now the last 2 cards will come out, which are acceptance and karma. But now, to be able to shuffle this, we must move 2 cards over. And again, I just kind of want to keep these in order. So there and there. Done. We have done so. We now shuffle up the deck. We finish drawing. Okay? Oh, actually, Giovanni, I think your notion's probably right. I think you're probably good here. Thin or thick? I take it y'all understand, well, at least everyone not named Giovanni so far, as to how the game plays, makes sense, all that. One more. All right, done. You know what? Let's go thin this time. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, so acceptance allows us to liberate a card in our hand 4 or less, which would be a karma if we want to, but not yet, I don't think. Karma allows us to draw 3 more cards, which maybe we get lucky and we get Lust out, along with maybe another 3. This allows us to double up an action or an understanding card. So, yeah, let's go ahead and bust out Karma. Draw 3 more. Oh, you can get rid of any... Oh, no. You don't need to get rid of the cards that are there or there. Once they're there, we're good. So Fate, again, allows us to double up something. That's 2. And that's 3. So, unfortunately, we got a lot of high-value cards and not a lot of stuff to get rid of. Ooh-wee. Wow, that's a tough one. Hey, Alyssa. Oh, boy. I mean, I suppose we could use the 3 to get rid of one of the 2s. Golly, that was just an unfortunate draw. Yeah, it was streamed back in November 2019, I believe. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of one of the 2s. I'm okay with that. It's not ideal. And no, we cannot use Acceptance to liberate Karma because Karma's already been used this turn. So therefore, we couldn't have... It's not in our hand anymore, right? So, yeah. Not really how I wanted that to go. One card off. Oh, well. Absolution. Liberating this card. Increases virtue points by 3. Draw 3 cards. The problem is a lot of our high-value cards are already out. So, when you liberate this card, which we have no points, notice. So, I think we have to use Karma to go and draw 3 more. Okay, there's 1, which would allow us to increase virtue points by 3. But if we liberate this, we can't liberate another card. So we need, okay, good. We at least have 2 to get rid of hunger. All right, well, that's not so terrible. Yeah, I think we go ahead and spend these 2 to liberate hunger. That's some tasty strawberry-looking cake right there. So, all right. Three extra liberation slots. Come on. I want 1 more virtue point at least. Nope. Damn it. Because greed's 5. I mean, I could get rid of one of the realizations, but they're free. I don't think I do that. And how many 1s do we have? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're good. So I'll go ahead and liberate another 1. Again, I don't have to liberate something every time, but it kind of behooves me to do so. All right, so now must cross the river Styx. 1, 2, I've gone away with trying to keep them in order. All right, so now we're going to shuffle. So what do we have? We have 2 virtue. We have liberate a card for less. No slots, no virtue points. An absolution, liberating increases virtue points by 3. So potentially, so if we were to spend, just right now, if we were to spend that to liberate this, that would then spend 1 of them and add 3, so I would have 4 left, but not an extra slot yet. So just saying, you know, in case lust comes out, because getting rid of lust is got to be a priority. But it hasn't cooperated. No cut on this one. Here we go. Realization creates 3 slots. Ugh. Unfortunately, I can't do this. I can't spend these 3 to liberate acceptance and then use acceptance to liberate the 2 because this is no longer in my hand. So that doesn't work. However, I could spend that to liberate absolution. Liberating this card increases your virtue points by 3, which gives me 3 points. Which no, doesn't work. Yeah, actually, then I could liberate acceptance. Ah! Or we could just do this. Instead of wasting absolution, we'll just spend these 3 and liberate acceptance, I guess. That works out. Yeah, I like where your head's at, Eric. How it ends? All 30 cards are up here. That's it. It's that simple. Okay, come on. Keep them coming. All right. There's greed. We're 2 away. Draw 3 cards. That works out. Okay. Oh my, draw 3 more cards. All right. Now, this is a really interesting conundrum because right now we can spend those and liberate greed. The question is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be a 7th card up there. We could use both karmas to then maybe get more slots. And it draws 6 cards. We could draw 3, see how it goes. Or we could just not, so that it doesn't accelerate the game for us. Or we could not spend that yet and see what happens, and maybe lust comes out and another 3-pointer. What do y'all want to do? Yeah, this is actually a really interesting point in the game right now. Let's see. Could I have liberated realization, absolution, and acceptance? Yes, I could have ultimate ace, and maybe I should have. In hindsight, you were not wrong. Now, we can look at this, but we have to shuffle it up. Okay, I'm good with that. All right, so here's what's left. Liberate 4 or less, increase 3 points, double up a card's ability, a 1, a 2, 3 more slots, a 3, which is, and then for lust, obviously, enlightenment. Enlightenment is a 5 or lower, and fate, which is double them up. Okay? Okay, so we look, so now we have to shuffle, right? All right. We're going to go right in the middle this time, or at least as close as we can. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll use 1 karma. That's 6. That's 8. Come on, lost. One time. No. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead. There she is. Increases 3 liberation points and doubles a card. Okay. So here we go. This actually worked out really, really well, I think. We're going to liberate realization, which is 0. Liberating this card creates 3 liberation spots, and it's a 0 cost. Then, let me make sure I do this in order. I will spend that to liberate absolution. Liberating this card increases the virtue points by 3. So we are currently at 3 with 2 slots left. 3. And before I did that, I will have used Fate, which doubles that. Right? Or, better yet, I'll use that for Karma. So we still have 2 slots left and 3 points. So we'll draw 1, 2, 3. Liberate 5 or lower when you liberate this card. So we have 2 slots left and liberate 4 or lower. 2 slots left. We've only used that one, and we have 3 points. 3, 5, 8 to liberate lust, and we have 1 slot left. I will spend these 2 to liberate enlightenment, and it says when we do so, you liberate this card 5 or less in your hand. We still have 1 slot left. We could, and we will go and spend those 3 to liberate acceptance. That seems like a hell of a good turn. I think so. I mean, it got rid of a 3, a 5, a 2, an 8, and the 1. That might be the biggest turn I've ever, in fact, I'm pretty sure that's the biggest turn I've ever had in this game. No, I had 1 extra because this acceptance doesn't take a slot. So we were allowed 1, 2, 3. So we're allowed 1. This filled it. That gave us 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I did these in a wrong order. No, oh yeah, right here. That was 1, 2. The next one was free. And that is 3. So no, that did it right. Yeah. Because enlightenment doesn't take a slot. One, 2. River Styx. 1, 2. And shuffle. And in case we're wondering, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We are over halfway home. And we got, well, actually, we're allowed to look. Okay, so we have that we still have to get rid of. That's the highest value. Those are the highest value. Then the next are Karma and Karma. And then the 2. The 2 and the 2. And then everything else is either 2 or lower. So those are the high value cards left. Okay? All right. You know what? Give them a good wash. Now they're not facing the same way anymore. That was an awesome turn. That felt good. Let me tell you. That felt really good. All right. Told you they're going to be all cattywampus now. All right. So, double up on the bottom of a card, and we have a karma. And this opens up 3 slots. Well, I think we're going to go karma and then probably fate to double it up. Okay? Absolution adds 3. And there's the 3 cards that we drew. That doubles up another one. So we'll use fate, or we use karma. We're now going to use fate to draw 3 more. 1, 2, 3. We'll now use karma. So you know what? Since I don't have a discard, those are used to draw 3 more. Okay, that's it. Okay. Allow me a tiny mulligan. Instead of going karma, I would have gone... should have gone this order. To double up karma, fate, fate. That way I can get rid of a karma. So I think I'll spend these 2 to get rid of karma, to liberate that. And then I will spend that, and that to liberate that 3. Oh, but I can't, because I just liberated karma, didn't I? Ah. All right, let's do it in a different order then. Let's do it in a different order. So here's a question. Before I do that, I have not liberated anything yet. I've used those 3 cards. So no, they're not in my discard, so it doesn't work. I think we have to go with one of the 3s. I agree with that. So 2, 4, 6 would get rid of one of the 3s. And then, that's a 0-point card, so I'm going to wait on that. So I'm going to spend those to get rid of one of the 3s, and that's it. I could go ahead and discard this to get rid of the karma. But I think I wait, and then I can have all the cards out in front of me just about. Again, I think I wait. Or we could get rid of the ones, right? So if I, ooh, here's a question. What if I got rid of this and I got rid of, I spent that. If I spend this to liberate karma, that's one of the slots, two of the slots, three of the slots. I think I can do that, actually. So I will spend. So I will liberate. Do this in a different order. Liberate this first. Then that's one. Spend those. That's two, and that's three. There we go. One, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I'm okay with that. So now we have to move two of these over. Ooh. I have, hold on, I have. I'm not going to liberate that one, that last one. I need 3 ones to get rid of it too. You're right. Yep. You're right. So I actually wasted one of those, but that's okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 cards left. You know what? I'm going to look at these. I want to get rid of karma, I think. However, yeah, the 3 is the one, that's the 6-pointer, right? So if I were to spend this, and I draw 3 cards, I think I'm okay to be able to get rid, I got a 50-50 shot to draw that. I could draw the 3. And even if I don't draw the 3, I'm going to draw one of the fates, which then allows me to draw 3 more. So we can get rid of the 3. I think we have to get rid of the 3. Oh, we have a ton. Yeah, we have a bunch that are in the beyond. I think we try and get rid of the 3 before we get rid of the fate. So I'm going to shuffle these. And I'm going to use the karma. Karma I'll get rid of next turn. So, using karma. 1, 2, 3. Whew, that was close. So now we will use fate as karma, draw 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So now that costs 6. 2, 4, 6. And that gets rid of the 3. Done. One, 2. Whee! All right, here we go. Hell yeah. That's pretty much a no-brainer. 2, 4, kill karma. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now Liberating Absolution doesn't give us another slot. So unfortunately, I think we spend the 2. I'd like to get rid of the 2, but we cannot. And go ahead and liberate a Fate. And now 1, 2. And to answer, I forget who asked it, might have been Alyssa, how many cards we have left in the Beyond? That many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. I am excited. This is getting close. We might have a chance. I think, maybe. That'll work. I think we there, and do that. Now it's all about the high value stuff. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And there are 4 cards left. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Kill that bad boy. Done. 1, 2. I know. Because I say we have a ton, but I don't know that we do. 1 and 5, so that'll be no. Those for that. And now we have 5 cards. So. And that technically was a shuffle, right? Yeah. So 1, 2 comes over. All right. So now that goes away. Now there is hold on. There is one other rule here. Hold on. If there are no cards in the discard pile, do not draw any further cards. To create a new draw pile, you must pay the... you still have to... hold on. There was one question here. If there are no cards in the discard pile, when the draw pile runs out, do not draw any further cards and do not cross the river Styx. Keep taking turns until you either win or lose. So in that case, we reset, spend that, done, 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 we win. So no, we don't have to. So now we have 3 more things for a higher level. 6, 2, and the rule book is 2. I'm sorry, is 4. So 6 for impermanence for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The rule book 1, 2, 3, 4, and the insert 1, 2. Boom! We win. What? Oh, ye of little faith. This guy too. Killed it. Well done. Bah, bah, bah. Well done, everybody. Pretty much. That's it. I'm out. Bye. No, I'm kidding. That that is so clever. The theme is very ethereal and very next level. I appreciate it. The artwork's pretty. I like it. It's just a clever game. Really, really clever. I like it. I mean, it's a puzzle, right? And yeah, that was cool. One deck dungeon, but without a dungeon. I'll take your word for it, Giovanni. But there you go. Can't believe I won. Wow, that's awesome. There you go. So go back to the beginning and look at what James had said there for the copy there. And if anybody's interested, I'm serious. I'm willing to ship it. I'll pay the shipping to the first place, but you just continue it moving around to the herd that's interested in this if you want, and so people can get copies and just keep shipping it around. Eventually it'll make its way home. I think it'd be fun. I think that'd be cool. Let me know. Send me a message in Slack. If you're not in Slack, go to patreon.com/HCHQ and we'll get that going. Already got some of the Mercury Games 18 shares and 18 cash chips out there circulating in the herd so people can have a real world experience with those as well. So yeah, why not, right? All right, so join me tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Lux Aeterna. I think that's how you say it. Aeterna. So, from Tony Boydell, looking forward to this one. That'll be tomorrow, and I think we might have one more in store, possibly on Sunday. We'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I'm out to go work on Patreon Awards and watch March Madness. So thanks everybody for joining. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If so, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, as well as, I can't figure out right there. Go do that. Nope, none of y'all did. But go do that. That'd be a lot of fun. I would appreciate the support. You get benefits, and you get the show continuing on. So win-win all the way around. Have a great day. Social distance, wear your mask, be kind to one another. And I'll see you all tomorrow, 1500 Eastern, for Lux Aeterna. All right, take care, everybody.